Hiya, I'm JV and Stiggers. I'm sorry.
Oh, my bad. Sorry about that. That's more like it. Now let's get started. Hello, my name is Jaden Stiggers, and I will be training you on basketball. Welcome to How to Play Basketball, the basics. Let's get started. Obviously, trainer name, kind of earlier, Jaden Stiggers. Growing up, I didn't really know much about basketball, but when I became aware of the sport and kind of how more in depth it can get, that's when I kind of started to fall in love with it as a kid and wanted to pursue it as a career. And I'm pretty sure that's a pretty common thing for a lot of kids growing up. They want to be either football or basketball or golf or soccer or baseball players. But I'm sorry, that's a little bit off topic. But then reality just kind of punched me really hard like that. And I kind of realized I wasn't going to be really that tall when I got older. So I kind of decided to cover the game from far at a professional level instead of actually playing it professionally. So that's why I chose to be a sports journalist, and that's currently the career I'm pursuing, but that's a little off topic. This is why I believe I am qualified to speak on this topic, because I have studied the game at the NBA level for about the last 10 years. So let's get started. Let me share my love of basketball with you. Why should you be interested? Basketball could work into someone's workout routine and also help that person improve their heart health, which is their cardiovascular health, their muscle endurance, their endurance and their muscle strength. Apologies for that. Getting into playing basketball on a regular basis at public gyms or just public courts or just going outside and dribbling the ball and shooting in your backyard can lead to you making more friends, since the community for basketball is so full of people that are just looking for friendly competition and trying to improve themselves. Not everybody has to go pro to enjoy the game of basketball. Everything you'll need before you start. All right. Basketball consists of 4 main skills. That be dribbling, shooting, and passing. Lastly, defense. All right, dribbling is the only way you're allowed to move around the court legally and get the ball anywhere else. Otherwise, foul, turnover. Shooting. This is the only way you're allowed to put points up on the board and the act of putting the ball in the basket, which basketball is a little bit more than that. Passing is how you get the ball around the court with the use of your teammates. It's how you get assists. It's how you create a lot of ball movement and stuff. But that's a little bit more in 5v5 action. We're just going to talk about 1v1 personal skills right now. And defense is what's used to keep opponents from scoring, rather that be interior defense, rather that be perimeter defense, or just off-ball defense. We're going to talk a little bit about both of those today. All right, how to improve at these skills. Dribbling is one of the more easier skills. Honestly, I'm not great at basketball by any means, I love the sport, but it's one of the more easier skills to practice because you don't need a ton of equipment or even another person to actually do this. Just you grabbing a basketball, even though it's not a real life size one, kind of get down, get low, you go to the garage, you go outside, and you can seriously just literally pound the ball, go between the legs, and other actions like that can help you improve staying stationary. You can pound it, go between the legs, bunch of stuff. You can run. Just freestyle dribbling is one of the more common ways for people that are trying to improve their dribbling and ball handling and ball control and stuff like that to get better. Shooting is one of the more harder skills to master in basketball, but it can be done. Shooting is really all in the mechanics, and a lot of average people, especially people that aren't really interested in basketball, but even some that are, their mechanics are poor. Let's just be honest. My mechanics were poor, to be honest with you. And one way you can fix your shooting is by tucking your elbow. A lot of people tend to load up their shot, and they got the chicken wing out here, and they're shooting and they're pushing with their guide hand thumb. You are not supposed to do those. Those are 2 no-nos when it comes to shooting. One of the more basic, I'm just putting in the basic format for shooting, is for you to kind of get low, right? And this could be either when you're off the dribble, when you're at the free throw line, or when you're catching and shooting. You want to get low, tuck your elbow, line your elbow up with the goal, and as you're coming up, right, you're coming up to shoot, right? You want to make sure your elbow's tucked in. You want to make sure your shooting hand is under the ball to support it, and you're going to get a pretty nice little flick on there. That's just the basics of it, but you can't get into a deeper level with more and more experienced people than me. Passing can truly be practiced in game through mental processing, because everybody can pass, you know. It's hard to pass when you got somebody in your face guarding you and trying to stop you from doing it. And defense can also be practiced at home. It's all about lateral movement, aka shuffling your feet, getting low, you know, and stuff like this. Kind of similar to what football players do a little bit, but that's just the basics. Defense is really a lot of effort, to be honest with you. Let's get to the next thing. Summarize the main points. Basketball isn't just a fun sport. It can lead to better heart health, specifically cardiovascular health, muscle strength and endurance. And playing often at gyms builds friendships and helps the basketball community through friendly competition. The main 4 skills, if anybody is interested in playing basketball at any type of level, you want to develop those 4. I'm telling you. Now, I can't tell you which one is more important because it's all to how you want to play, but you want to get decent at probably every last one of these, or at least 3 of them. A lot of people are legit good at dribbling, shooting, passing, and they're absolutely terrible defenses. Defense is all about effort. A lot of people care about that, but you know, that's besides the point. With all that being said, basketball is an activity everybody should try. Rather girl, boy, grandma, dog, cat, your lampshade, it doesn't matter. Everybody should try. It's a really, really fun game to play, and you can make a lot of good connections with people. Rather you suck or you're good, or you might just be mediocre like me. You know, you can make a lot of good connections with people. If you're actually serious, here are a few ways to dive deeper and to find out more than what I've informed you about today. Number 1, YouTube. Oh my goodness, I can't tell you how much YouTube has truly helped my game, and I'm still very mediocre, trust me. Ebooks are paid ways, but they'll kind of give you a little bit more in-depth drills. YouTube kind of more depends on the content creator and how much information they actually want to release to the public without the charge. Ebooks, it's a little bit different than that. More of a paywall, but kind of the same thing. And basketball camp, some can be free for more kids, but for adults, those are mostly charging people. But those are all 3 good ways. If you have any more questions, make sure to contact me via email at jvn.miami@gmail.com. And thank you so much for listening. Me share you about a sport that I truly adore, the basics of it and how to play it. I actually have a handout dropped in the link below, so if you're interested in anything else and you have any other questions about the basics of basketball, make sure you get into that. Thank you so much. Have fun over.